What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another build video. This build video is for my latest Dragonknight PvP build, which is incorporating a ton of procs, poison procs, flame procs, disease procs. This build has got absolutely everything proc wise, absolute ton of fun. It's really good. All the three sets will just all complement each other really well, and I've called it the Dragonknight Baron. So we'll get straight into it. So the first set we are running is the Savara's Scales set. Very underrated set. This gives you a line of health, stamina and magicka. It also reduces your damage taken from guards by 20%, so it's particularly nice in Imperial City or Cyrodiil resources, as sometimes a lot of guards at once can overwhelm you or cause a bit of an issue, so that is really nice there. And when you deal damage, so any type of damage, you're going to cause a burst of Lamia poison that deals 559 poison damage in a 5 meter radius and additional poison damage over 6 seconds. It's going to scale off your weapon and spell damage. So I've got a battle axe with a weapon damage enchantment in precise. On the back bar, I've just got a 2-piece, which is Ice Staff of Potentes, defending with a absorb magicka enchantment, and this is going to reduce your damage taken from players by 3%. So when you're on your defensive bar, you're going to get that 3% damage reduction. The next set we're running is another underrated monster set, which used to be used quite a lot, but you don't see it as much anymore or even at all, but I still really like it. It's the Veladreth set. Monster set. I've got a heavy reinforced with tri-stat, and this will give you a line of weapon and spell damage, and when you deal damage, so it's the same condition, you have a 20% chance to spawn 3 disease spores in front of you that are going to deal a ton of disease damage on each enemy hit. It's every 8 seconds and scales off your weapon and spell damage, so it's got the same proc as the other set. The reason this set isn't used as much is because sometimes the spores do miss, but it's just a fun set overall, and does an absolute ton of damage when it actually hits. Perfect for close range as well. The next set we're running is a more commonly used set, which is the Way of Fire set. It will give you a line of weapon and spell damage, a line of stamina, and also a line of critical chance, and when you deal damage with a weapon, you're going to deal additional flame damage every 2 seconds. So we've got the chest heavy reinforced, shoulders light impenetrable, waist is medium impenetrable, hands medium impenetrable, legs heavy reinforced, and the feet are impenetrable medium. So all tri-stat and basically reinforced on the larger pieces and impenetrable on the smaller. Jewellery is all fire, ring of the fire, necklace of the fire, all triune, 2 weapon and spell damage and 1 stamina recovery. So that is the equipment. So we're running no mythic, as we want all the sets on the front bar to be proccing at the same time. We get into the skills, so we've got Shattering Rocks for your CC and it's going to heal you. Flames of Oblivion, it's going to deal flame damage and give you your major prophecy and savagery. We've got Wrecking Blow for your major berserk. We've got Burning Embers for flame damage over time, and it's going to heal you again. We've got Engulfing Flames, which is going to also boost your damage from flame based attacks as well by 5%. We deal damage, flame damage over time. We've got Corrosive Armor, which is going to get our pen source basically, and again it's going to deal poison damage, going to make you really tanky. On the back bar of the Ice Staff, we've got Igneous Weapons for our source of major brutality and sorcery. We've got Hardened Armor for our major resolve, and also a damage shield. It's also going to return flame damage to any direct attack you absorb. We've got Coagulating Blood for your heal, Resolving Vigor for your minor resolve and heal over time, Race Against Time for your movement speed buff and minor force, and Temporal Guard just for your minor protection. So have all your passives in your 3 class lines, in two-handed and destruction staff, light, medium and heavy. Also be stage 3 vampire if you can for some more damage reduction. We don't need anything in the Fighters Guild. Sigic line, you need your passives in because you're running the race against time and temporal guard. All your passives in Undaunted. Assault and support line. I'm running a Nord as well so we can get into that corrosive quicker. And medicinal use in the alchemy line to make your potions last longer. So I've got 27 points into Magicka, 15 into health and 22 into stamina. I'm in the Smoke Bear Haunch. I said make sure you're Vampire stage 3 at least. And we are the Atronach for the Munderstone. We get into the champion points quickly. So again with the green, just have Rationer on, Liquid Efficiency and Steed's Blessing are a must. Blue, we've got Fighting Finesse, Master at Arms, Deadly Aim and Resilience. Red CP, we've got Sustained by Suffering, Rejuvenation, Fortified and Boundless Vitality. So if we just buff up on the back bar just to show you the defensive. So we've got 33k resistances, 2500 critical resistance. Recoveries are touching around 1700 Magicka and stamina recovery. The health recovery will be lower because you'll be a vampire. Health is at 33k and a half, which is nice. And again, how to play this build, you just buff up on your front bar and we'll see all those procs in action. So look at that, you're just going to get, so you can see the flame there, that is the Way of Fire. 3 spore balls there was the Velodreth, and the green cloud is the Savara's Scales. So you're going to be having all 3 just continually proccing on your enemy. Like I said, once your ultimate is up, hit that and you're going to be delivering an absolute ton of damage. Spell critical is nice at 35%. The weapon and spell damage will be around the 5k mark, I believe. So you're going to be dealing some insane pressure with this build, and it's a fun build with all the animations. I do love the sets that give off all these cool animations. It's really, really fun. So like I said, the Way of Fire is going to proc on any damage with a weapon, so any light attack, heavy attack or wrecking blow, which I've got on the build. And then the Savara's Scales will just anytime you deal damage, and the same with Velodreth, it's anytime you deal damage, so they're just going to be proccing absolutely continuously and you're just going to be dealing a ton of pressure. You want to play defensively till you get into your ultimate, which you'll probably get quite quickly because you're going to have the Nord ultimate generation to get you into ult as quickly as possible, so it will be a lot quicker than this in actual combat scenarios. And the Velodreth does seem to proc quite often, and so does the Savara's Scales, and then the Way of Fire. They're all just going to be proccing on your enemies, really laying that damage down. Like I said, I'm not using Noxious Breath because we don't need the Major and Minor Breach, or the Major Breach, because we're just entirely running on the corrosive. The critical damage, let's just check what the critical damage is. We've got 36% plus the 50, so you're at 86% critical damage, which is quite nice. The Magicka's at 21 and the Stamina's at 23. So we've got everything we need for this build. So bear in mind, guys, this is a theory crafted build. It's actually one of the builds I probably will do actually on a live server as well, as it looks really, really strong and really, really fun to play. So I will try and get this build actually together, but so it's theory crafted. It's not been play tested against other players, but I do believe everything is there that you need. It's looking really sweet. Everything is all top tier with all the stats. Everything's in place, and I think it's going to be a really powerful build with some underused sets that may have been forgotten about. The only one that's common is the Way of Fire, but everything else, it's just going to be ticking over on your enemies really, really nicely. So I hope you enjoy the build video, guys. Drop it a like. Any comments, drop in the comment section below how we can improve it. I might have missed a few things, and drop the video a like as well if you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for the next build videos.